Rich rising. If you can't see me clearly, that's fine, as long as you can hear my voice. I have some channeled messages to share. I have to be quick because I'm about to get ready for work. Well, I'm actually at work. I'm about to go inside and clock in. But I had a couple moments to spare. So anyway, Most High allow me to channel these messages to the best of my ability and allow these messages to be clear and concise. Any black magic, hexes, curses, evil, I return back to sender times 10. Spirit, I welcome you. Any door that is not of you, I ask that you shut and close. Anybody who has been guided to this live, anybody who clicks on this live, I ask that they remain protected. Anything that they are supposed to hear, please allow them to understand that it was you who used my vessel to deliver this message. For we are all connected through spirit, for we all live because you are present and you are alive and you are well, even though people choose not to believe in you. That is their reality and not mine. Allow me to ground, allow me to cleanse, allow me to heal. I'm so tired of motherfuckers. Excuse my language. I'm so tired of people. You know, I used to love people, but now that I can see through people and I can see through their masks and I can pick up on spirits and energies and shit, excuse my language, I don't like people. It's like I like people, but it's the devil in them that I don't care for. So allow me to ground. I find it very interesting that when my father passed, how I was getting attacked from multiple different angles, from different corners, through different people, whether it was friends, family. Well, shit, I didn't have no friends at the time. My friends is spirit, my dog, and nature. So it's like family, distant relatives, I don't know, but maybe because lower vibrations and lower entities and lower frequencies, they viewed that vulnerable moment as a weak moment. They thought it was a weak moment, so to speak. So they chose that moment and used that opportunity to attack me. When in reality, little did they know that was my strong point. Like, that weakness turned into a strength, because it was never a weakness. It was just going through transitions of accepting the reality of physically letting go of a attachment that was never supposed to be long-term in the physical anyway. Just because people physically leave their body, it doesn't mean that they're spiritually gone. If we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So shame on those people. They knew what they were doing. Shame on those souls. Shame on those entities. Shame on those lower vibrations, and shame on those people that allowed their vessels to be used by darker forces to attack somebody on assignment. It's crazy because it's like I received protection then, and in these times with attacks, because that's all it is, attacks on the mental, I'm receiving protection as well. Stay prayed up, you guys. I'm being led and guided to tell you to protect your vessel, protect your aura, protect your bubble, protect your energy, protect your peace, protect your health, protect, anything of yours that keeps an essence to your natural existence. Hopefully that makes sense to somebody. But people send an evil eye, people trying to hurt people trying to play devil's advocate, people trying to play like they don't know what they're doing, play crazy. I got something for their ass. Spirit is making an example out of non-believers. Spirit will continue to make an example out of people who choose to attack God's people. Because even though this is Satan's world, God is here with his people. He's not going to leave you in the valley of the shadow of death. He's with you. Know that. I pray for protection over any viewer who has decided to tune in. I pray for their health, wealth, prosperity. I pray for my health, wealth, prosperity. I pray for protection over my mind, my body, my soul, my vessel. Allow this water to do whatever it's supposed to do. Any energies that remain that are unwanted, allow them to be alchemized and transmuted for my highest possible good. In the name of Jesus' blood, amen. So my quick little rant. Let me, and whoever can resonate, take it. If it doesn't sound like your story, do not force it. It's that simple. Energy is fluid. It's kind of like constructive criticism. It's funny, my boss was telling me, well, he wasn't just telling me, he made an announcement yesterday. Just something to pay attention to. We're always on our phones, and sometimes we keep our heads down. So, oh, that's funny how this light is right here, because usually it's always something going on with my, I need to fix my screen, and I will, but regardless if my screen is fixed or not, it's usually always something going on with, my camera sometimes to reveal certain things when you are a truth speaker. But my boss, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Let me ground. 444 on the clock. Change is here. You are protected. Call on Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, if you need help. Your spirit guides are waiting for you to ask for help. You know, God takes away, spirit takes away burdens. He gives rest to those who need it, and he takes away people that are also tired. Like, he takes away your burdens, and he takes away people who are also heavily burdened and need rest. He gives rest, takes away burdens, and takes away people who are heavily burdened. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. If it makes sense, take it. If it doesn't, whatever. I'm trying to get out the channeled messages as best as they come to me, because sometimes I might be moving very, very fast in the words. I'm not able to enunciate or elaborate as effectively as I would like because the energies. I ask that any evil being thrown at me, the spirit, you allow it and you make it to fall down. But my boss was saying yesterday, pay attention, look up, don't look down, don't keep your head down, keep your hand on the swivel, you know, because you never know when you're going to be attacked. You never know when people are going to be sending things your way. And that's your way of protecting yourself. Okay. What do you want the collective to know in regards to darkest before the dawn? You're being charged up. So my boss also told me Monday, sometimes things get worse before they get better. And if you've already experienced worse, the only thing left to do is sit and wait, be patient, and allow better to come in. Maybe you're like me, maybe you're not like me, maybe you can understand, maybe you can resonate, maybe you won't. Some people are not going to elevate in this lifetime. That's the hard truth. That's the hard reality. Some people are just meant to play backseat, and they're just meant to watch. And as annoying as being watched can be, as you know, uncomfortable as eyes on you can become, stand strong in your power. Stand firm in your energy. Reinforce boundaries. Protect yourself. I had a homie tell me in 2024, he said that angels can't go in demon territory. And from what I've learned and experienced, angels can go wherever they're guided. He told me it wasn't safe, because it's not safe. But if God is leading you, if spirit is guiding you somewhere, that means he's already covered grounds. He's already made escape routes, exit points. He's already, wherever he's sending you, wherever he's guiding you, because you never know who you're going to be meant to touch. You never know whose path you're going to cross. You never know who you may re-illuminate their light because it was starting to dim, or they've been in darkness, they've been suffering in silence, they've been in need of help, they've been needing a different perspective, they've been needing a certain kind of energy, a healing energy, a peaceful energy, because they're so used to chaos and drama. You never know who you're going to touch when you're on your assignment, on your path, when you are walking with God. So do not fear the darkest valley of the shadow of death, because his rod and his staff will continue to comfort you wherever you go. What do you want the collective to know in regards to the darkest before dawn and honey pack? You are getting ready to enter. I'm going to take those two cards. You're getting ready to enter your era of milk and honey due to all the hard work you've been putting in. Any and everything is possible. Whatever you think of, whatever you dream of, whatever you desire, whatever you've been longing for, whatever you've been putting the work in for, whatever you've been calling in, whatever you've been seeking, whatever you've been praying for, it is also seeking you, okay? Let's see if anything else wants to come out. Please allow these messages to be clear and concise. Angels, ancestors of our highest possible good, please allow me to channel these messages to the best of my ability. Was it just those two cards, or do you want me to pull one more? Okay. Oh, I ask and I receive, because, ooh, Lord, do I have enough time for this? I'm going to make it quick, because you got snake at the bottom. So deception. Do not allow yourself to be deceived. Snakes are in your grasp, but they're going to be revealed just so you know how to maneuver, just so you know how to protect yourself and you understand how to protect yourself. Let me see. The first two cards that came out, somebody's in their feelings because their intuition is being heightened. Your gifts are getting stronger. This walk is not for the faint of heart, okay? So keep that in mind. So the first card is Owl. Intuition. And I don't know if you can hear the bird in the background chirping, but nature will speak to you. Nature will comfort you. Nature will also guide you and teach you. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. But also when you allow yourself to remain open to endless possibilities and infinite, information, the teacher also becomes, the student also becomes the teacher just as well as the teacher remains the student. You know what I mean? It's having a balance between unlimited information, like accessing your Akashic records. Like, it's basically your information stored in your DNA that you probably left dormant for so long. The owl is a wise old soul. It is all-seeing. The owl has a 360 degree in all situations. There is no tricking the owl. The owl follows its intuition and will not be persuaded or manipulated by external forces. You cannot convince an owl to go against its gut feeling. The owl knows, senses, and feels what it feels, and nothing or no one will ever convince an owl that its gut is wrong. The owl has a powerful intuition which comes from the divine source. The owl knows its spirit guides and divination team will never guide it down the wrong path. The owl will always follow its intuition because it is too wise to be misled by others who have more lessons to learn in their own time on their own journey. The owl is an old soul here to share its intuitive wisdom with less evolved souls in this lifetime. If you come across an owl, listen and learn. Confirmation of what I was just channeling before I even touched the cards. And then we have frog. Your second card is frog. Feelings. So somebody may be overwhelmed with their feelings because they don't like feeling the uncomfortableness of vulnerability. 444 was just on the live. 1444 actually. Just know that you're protected and it's okay to be in your emotions, especially if you are in your own space, or create a safe space, and just know that it's okay to feel these emotions. The frog represents the heart chakra. The green environment where the frog inhabits symbolizes feelings within the heart. The feelings between you and someone are deep, strong, and heartfelt when this card is pulled. The frog can shift from earth to water, which means sometimes you can embody feelings and be very affectionate and loving, then pull back into your earth energy and ground yourself and still be an emotional rock. The frog also croaks very loudly, which means you have absolutely no problem communicating to the world the love you have for this person. You are in your feelings and want to put this love on display. It's healthy, balanced, and expressive energy of the deepest love. Okay? I think it was like maybe 6 other cards that came out, so we finna go through these real quick. 17. Phoenix. 1551 was just on the live, is the second card. If you can see, Phoenix talks about ascension. The phoenix rises from the ashes after chaos and destruction, breaking free from conflict and toxic environments, rising above every challenge. A phoenix rises fiercely in the ether to represent the ascension of overcoming lower vibrational energy, the closing of a cycle or chapter that brings with it drama, chaos, anxiety, fear, stress, and ascending to a higher vibration at the frequency of peace, bliss, euphoria, alignment. I wanted to say alignment, it's enlightenment. So you're getting aligned in love. If you have risen like the phoenix in your life, you may have pulled this card because your spirit guides are recognizing your strength, determination, and persistence to overcome recent challenges you were faced with. The divine gives its toughest battles to its strongest warriors. I was hearing that literally before I even started to mess with the cards, right before channeling. So the divine, I'll repeat it again. The divine gives its toughest battles to its strongest warriors. Not only did you come out of the fire unscathed, but you are leaving your enemies, haters, and opposition dumbfounded in the wake of your glow up. Keep rising, child of the earth. Your journey was not for the faint of heart. Confirmation of what I said at the beginning. Your progress has been recognized in the spirit realm. You have graduated through your soul lessons and are on the right path. Okay. Next card is whale. So remember I talked about somebody being in their feelings with the frog. Whale talks about depressurize. The whale spirit animal represents 456 is on the clock. The whale spirit animal represents bottled up and repressed emotions building and pressurizing until they explode. When we are in the whale's energy, sometimes we are holding back our feelings and communicating telepathically through signs, subliminal messages, or indirect communication until we finally let out all of our feelings to the surface. As the whale breaches from the deep blue to the surface, it's ascending out of a deep ocean of emotions and breaking through the surface to express itself. In a glorious release that looks magnificent to watch, if you pull this card, it's about time you express your feelings, or someone has been holding back their true feelings and they are about to explode. Depressurizing themselves and letting go of all the fear, worry, anxiety that comes with being authentic and vulnerable, the whale lets it all come out to the surface and takes a massive leap of faith towards authenticity. So you're being guided to be your natural born authentic self, regardless of how uncomfortable it may be or may become. Crow, order is the next card. The crow represents a power struggle with someone of order or authority. If you pull this card, it means someone is enforcing their power over you. It might be time to enforce your boundaries and create order in this tough relationship dynamic. The crow indicates there might be someone in your vicinity that is trying to control or manipulate you into getting their way. Be sure that you always assess others before lowering your guard and your boundaries, or you may be taken advantage of. It may be time to hold judgment and create order if things have become chaotic or unstable. Never let anybody enforce their control or power over your free will. Always remain in authority of your own decisions, or you may end up seeing signs from your nervous system that someone does not feel right. Someone does not feel right. So if somebody is making you feel uncomfortable, get away from them. If they're draining you, get away from them. If you feel happy and energized, that's a positive sign to keep them around. But just pay attention to your body, to your nervous system. I'll repeat this sentence because I said it incorrectly, but that's because I was channeling. Always remain in authority of your own decisions, or you may end up seeing signs from your nervous system that something does not feel right here. Ensure to create order through balanced interactions with others, okay? Then you got mocking, hyena. This card is so annoying because it's been coming up, and I know it's people basically trying to mock God, mock his people, mock spirituality. And that's fine because it just means that they see you as an opposition. They don't like your strength. They don't like, who you serve, who you've chosen to walk with. Oh well. They want to be on the wrong side. That's their business. But don't try to attack nobody trying to fulfill their mission. The hyena carries the energy of deflection and nervous humor. It may mock or tease to mask vulnerability, relying on groups dynamics to feel powerful. It takes 20 hyenas to confront the strength of a lion. Therefore, this energy is very insecure and an emotionally immature person. If you come across someone who embodies this energy, just note that their behavior says more about them than the way they are treating you. You trigger something inside the person that they do not want to face. By belittling you, they feel more powerful rather than doing their own shadow work and facing the mirror. You are the mirror they do not want to face, and they would rather mock you than begin their journey towards healing and evolving spiritually. Next card is strategy. This card has been coming up. Be careful of any playboys, and even if you do entertain anybody, just know you might even be in the energy of that, which is why they feel the need to try to conquer you, because they see something in you that's also in them. You know what I mean? Strategy. The fox is a strategic and cunning character, not to mention wickedly good looking. They also have a dashing sense of humor. With all of that going on, it's hard to resist the charms of a fox. Just know that the fox is admired by many for its beautiful exterior and may be quite the player. Fox like to rustle the feathers of the hens in the hen house, so be sure you are conscious of who or what you are dealing with. Don't be seduced by the fox's strategic charm. They have mastered the art of seduction. So if you're looking for a short-term situation and a good time, maybe the fox is for you. However, if you want something long-term, just know this handsome devil might hit it and quit it because they have another hen waiting for them to enter their hen pen. A very lusty energy, non-monogamous, non-committal, a free-spirited energy, you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you accept the reality of what it is and what it's for, you know? It teaches us to remain in our own energy of free will and not allowing ourselves to be dominated or conquered. The second to last card is the otter, and it talks about devotion. The otter is the most devoted little playmate. If you pull this card, just know there's someone with starry eyes only for you happening in your energy field. I wanted to say starry eyes, so somebody is paying attention to you. You are being watched. You are being stalked. You are being lurked at. Somebody's been looking into you, okay? Someone has eyes for you. The sea otter is the energy of true love and devotion. Sea otters cannot get enough of each other. They can play all day together and never get bored. If you are in the energy of a sea otter, your relationship is one of the true love, play, devotion, and commitment. You and your special person can laugh, play, joke, and never get bored of each other. You bounce off your person and they bounce off of you. You get each other's inside jokes. It's that feeling of when you just click. Just know you have a special bond and it's something worth treasuring and fighting for. You've found a soulmate in your connection and they absolutely adore you. So doubling back to the fox, right? I talked about playboy energy. Sometimes people they're non-committal until the right soul comes along, to teach them, or even for them to receive information and also teach information as well. Sometimes you refuse to lower your guards or even take anything serious until something worthwhile, something that is serious, comes and matches your energy, because any person, place, or thing can find a match and find a connection, especially when it is of the same vibration, of the same energy, of the same frequency, okay? So I'm not trying to discourage anybody. I'm just trying to tell you to use your better judgment. Don't take what I'm saying to heart. If you don't feel like it resonates, let it flow, let it be free, but use your keen discernment, okay? Dolphin is your last card, and I'm going to close out this message. Dolphins like to play. I hugged one when I went to the Bahamas, and it had my whole body vibrating, and it kept trying to get close to me. Other people would see it. It was so funny. I think that's one of my spirit animals. Happiness. The dolphin is the bringer of joy, happiness, play, and laughter. If you have a person who embodies the spirit animal of a dolphin, then they have an amazing energy. The dolphin brings happiness wherever it goes. Dolphins travel in packs and are very social, fun, and playful animals. Dolphins love to surf, waves, jump, get air, follow yachts, have sex for pleasure, and are known for their intelligence and ability to connect with all creatures. Dolphins live their best lives and are always exuding happy vibes. If you pulled this card, then consider yourself blessed to have this person who embodies this high vibrational energy in your vicinity. Spend as much time as you can with people of this vibrational frequency, as the joy is the ultimate creator, and they will help you make all of your wildest dreams come true. Treasure these people and feel inspired by their beautiful magnetic energy. Sending you lots of love, light, warm, healing vibrations. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time to connect, to listen to what I have to say. I hope something in this message resonates. Bye.